piece native Asclepias butterfly bouquet. Now this is at a sale price of $19.98. I mean, that's $13 less than what it was originally. It's a steal of a price. Now, this collection, 3 easy payments of $6.66. What are we looking at?
So, you know, Derek, I know you know what this is all about, but for those who don't, the Asclepias is what I consider the most important plant my family and we bring to QVC every year, because it is the only plant in the whole world that the monarch butterfly, when she's flying around, she will find this, whether it be in your containers or your garden beds out in the back of your yard. She'll lay her eggs on the underside of these leaves, and when those eggs hatch into the caterpillar, this is the only plant that the monarch butterfly caterpillar will eat in the entire world. And then, as we all know, the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis and emerges the monarch butterfly. But for various reasons, such as overuse of pesticides and a lot of construction coming up all across the country, finding this wild has just been very scarce. So.
Yeah, and we've had over 37,000 orders since this debuted during the plant season.
Thank you to everyone who has already placed their order. And if you're at home watching right now, just consider, by planting this in your containers directly in the garden bed like you're seeing here, you're creating a safe haven for the monarch butterfly and truly taking action in saving.
We get all of these colors then?
You get all of these colors. So exactly, this is a 4-piece collection. It's not a choice of, and this is the first time that I've ever been able to present all 4 of these beautiful colors. And that's what makes this collection that much better than, the monarch butterflies. They don't really care for the look of the plant. They could live off of the native Asclepias, but it's just not that pretty. So this collection has actually been hybridized to be shorter, more compact, and again, giving you these bright and beautiful 4 different colors.
So we're getting best of both worlds.
That's right.
Beauty, but also saving the monarch butterflies. Now I have here that this is hardy to zone 3.
Yes, which
so that's
is
pretty much the entire country.
Very, very cold. That's right. So I like to say every garden, even if you just have a patio garden, every garden in North America should be growing this collection, because you are saving an endangered species by putting this in your house.
So it'll come back year after year because it's winter hardy. And then, in the Pennsylvania area, we suffer a lot from deer eating our.
It's a good point.
Is this something that deer are going to be interested in?
Deer do not like the Asclepias. So if you deal with the deer issue at home, this is one that you can be rest assured that they're not going to come up and nibble on. Which, again, I think they kind of know how important it is. Mother Nature has a way of protecting itself, so they know that this is so important for the monarch butterfly. And Derek, the monarch butterfly population since the 1980s has declined like 90%.
Wow.
It's now listed as an endangered species. So not only are you doing an incredible deed for yourselves, for the community, for Mother Nature by planting this and saving the monarch butterflies, but you're also beautifying your space because.
Now, didn't Sandra get this collection one year?
She did, yes. And I would love to see the video of her and her husband. They made this beautiful kind of time lapse of collecting the caterpillars and feeding them the Asclepias. But oh sweet, here it is. So here again, this is the monarch caterpillar. When you see them on your plant, let them be. That's what we want. And then they made this gorgeous time lapse of the caterpillar going into the chrysalis and then emerging the beautiful monarch butterfly, and then they released them back into Mother Nature. And I just think that it's such an incredibly beautiful story to share with your loved ones, with your kids. Maybe your grandkids live 5 states away. You could send a collection to them, because at this price, I mean, you could probably afford, buying a couple collections.
Yeah.
And then you can share that beautiful story.
People are picking up more than one. I love this person. I have some in my yard in Indiana. Down the road, the wild natives grow.
Right.
And like you mentioned, they're kind of tall. They're not that sightly. The monarchs like them. But with these, they look really beautiful. And I get to enjoy a lot of butterflies coming to my yard.
Yes.
Which I love.
And not just the monarch, I should mention. The monarchs love this plant for the leaves, but these flower umbels, they are chock full of nectar. So you'll have swallowtails, your hummingbirds, bumblebees.
Wow, that's
it's a
amazing.
true like pollinator paradise.
Just sit out with a cold drink. And
exactly, and sit back and enjoy
the
that's right, National Geographic in your front yard. But I wanted to show you, Derek, this is what we're sending. So you're getting 4 of these plants. Now this is labeled as the white, which is this gorgeous, hard to find ice ballet white, but you are also getting the pink, the orange, and the yellow all together.
Great.
And we have all of them planted together here. Now this is a representation of your plants after about the 2nd season. But again, if you can pick up multiple sets, I love to suggest, like my brother was just saying, get one collection, plant them somewhere that you are gonna be able to sit back and enjoy. My wife just built a fence in our front yard, and that's where my Asclepias are. And today she just picked up new patio chairs for the outside. So we're gonna be sitting out in the front yard, drinking our coffee in the morning, watching the butterflies come in and out of the yard, and I cannot wait for that.
So when we're talking about gardening, a lot of times we tend to just think about ourselves with what we want to enjoy in the garden, but this is really a first. It's something that, you know, we get to enjoy it, but we help Mother Nature. And I think about, you know, my daughter and future children, and how I guess I would really like them to know what a monarch butterfly is.
Yeah, live in a world with monarchs.
Beyond just a textbook.
That's right, absolutely.
So this is a really awesome collection, and it's very beautiful. So in terms of growing it though, any special care needed?
It's a good question. It says it right in the name that this is native to North America, so you can be rest assured that it's so easy to grow. I would recommend you give it about a half day, but a full day of sun is preferred. And if you wanted to, you could pick up, in addition to your plants, grab a bag of our Roberta's Bounty all-purpose plant food. This is just going to ensure that your plants are exceptionally well fed, and you can use this on everything from that variegated adenium that's coming up to your fruits and veggies in the garden. But honestly, by the 3rd season, your Asclepias is going to be able to take care of itself.
Okay, so because they're native to North America, they pretty much can handle whatever our weather is going to throw at them.
That's right.
Which is
as far north as Montana as in Canadian border.
Wow.
Yep.
There's not a lot of things that can grow up there consistently.
It's true.
So when we look at this collection too, what I love is that there's not a choice of. You really do get all 4, and even so, a lot of people are picking up more than one collection.
That's amazing.
I think about my yard and how I have this in the front, but I have it in the back. I even have a little bit on the western side of my house. And you know, for us who own homes, this is a great thing to have, because once you set it, you kind of forget it, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's continued to do a good deed every single year.
That's right. It's a long-lived perennial, and we can't say that about, you know, all of our plants. It really will just live for years and years. And if you picked up the patio veggies also, I want to mention, this is a great almost companion plant to plant around those, because you will be bringing in so many pollinators with this Asclepias that your patio veggies will be so well pollinated to give you all those fruits and veggies.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, so here you're looking at the yellow, that's paired with the hostas, the echinacea in the back. Here's that gorgeous pink, and again, you're getting all 4 of these colors. So the name Asclepias butterfly bouquet, you get the bouquet because of the beautiful variety of colors.
Wow, and over 37,000 orders since this launch. That's insane. Think about all the monarch butterflies that are going to be saved this year.
That's right, absolutely. You'll get them this first summer. In a couple minutes, we'll have one of